pain. Now, when you're hurting, minutes can feel like hours. So today, it's all about fast relief. I'm revealing my 60-second back pain fixes. Eileen's going to start us off. How does back pain affect your day?
It slows me down. I have 3 kids, and in the morning it's tough. I'm sore, low back pain. It's just annoying, pretty much.
All right, let's start our first 60-second time countdown. Go ahead and move the second bar over there. It is Comfrey compresses. And again, all these things work really, really fast, which I'm talking about them. Comfrey compresses are pretty cool. It's an old treatment, but very effective.
Never heard of it.
You can, in the old days, they used to get the bags and soak them, all this kind of stuff. It's called a knit back. I don't know how many have heard that, but because of its healing and mending properties. If that phrase ever catch your ear?
No.
Right. So it's not critical, but come under the label of Comfrey ointment. You put it on top of one of these cheesecloths.
Okay.
And it'll decrease swelling, inflammation.
Wow.
But what you got to do is take this, just feel that and describe it to everybody. It's got a little stickiness to it.
Oh, yeah, it's a little sticky.
You put that right over where it hurts.
Sure.
So that cheesecloth with the Comfrey on it, right over where it hurts.
Okay.
Super simple to get in this ointment form right now.
Where would
Instead
you
of
buy
sit
that?
there. They have health food stores. I'm seeing it in grocery stores now as well. And of course, you can always get them online.
Okay.
It's super simple, super fast, which is why I like it. You want another 60-second fix?
Absolutely.
Come over here.
Okay.
Okay, this is one for lower back pain. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Flip the clock. And it is
Devil's Claw.
Devil's Claw.
Never
Well,
heard
that
of
sounds
it.
ominous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Devil's Claw, another treatment that's been time tested.
Okay.
There's no need for prescription pills if this works for you, and it works for a ton of folks. It's an anti-inflammatory. It works similar to the way some medications work.
Okay.
And the nice thing about it is it works very specifically on a joint that's causing a lot of the lower back pain people suffer from.
Okay.
And that is over here. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is called the sacroiliac joint.
Okay.
People have heard of this, but they don't know what it really is. So these are
Heard of it.
your hip bones, right,
Yes.
the pelvis bones. And then there's a joint between the spine in the middle and those major bones.
Okay.
Right, in order to make it the circle that supports your whole body. And there's ligaments there that get strained.
Right.
And you can see how important they are. They're big and thick. And when you get pain in there, I mean, it's really uncomfortable. And it travels up northward
Right.
into your lower back.
Right.
So the Devil's Claw helps soothe some of the ligamental discomfort. You want to take about 100 milligrams a day.
Okay. Is that like an herbal supplement?
It is an
or-
herbal supplement,
Okay.
actually.
All
So a
right.
lot of these things, people have had back pain for all known history.
I'll try it.
So
Yeah.
they've tried things, and a lot of things haven't worked, but the ones that have worked, they've stood the test of time. They're the ones I want to talk about.
And that you can get at a health food store, I guess, too.
Yeah, all these things I'm talking about today, very
Okay.
simple to get. They're common uses. We just don't know about them.
Okay.
We always go right to the prescription aisle or ask our doctor for something.
Right,
When
right.
there are more subtle things that could probably nudge you in the right
We
direction.
should try that first.
Right. The next fix can instantly release your lower back from discomfort. Now, this actually comes down, before we reveal this, to a major habit many of us have, which we're sedentary. So what kind of work do you do?
I'm a nurse.
You're a nurse, so
Yes.
you're walking around a lot.
Yes.
Are you sitting?
Well, actually, no. I sit at a desk a lot.
You do?
Yeah, I work in an office and I'm at a computer for many hours a day. So it does bother my back a lot.
For all the folks who sit a lot, and this is for all of you, I'm talking to you now, because the average American sits for about 56 hours a week. Think about that. That's a lot of sitting.
Yep.
It's a big problem because when you sit, you actually put more tension on your spine than when you stand. So think of
That's
your
interesting.
spine as these hockey pucks, the bones, divided by these jelly donuts. The donuts are the discs in between them.
Okay.
So when you sit, you actually have less blood supply to the spine, plus you're not making it flexible, stimulating it, so it dries out. So you suddenly do something that you shouldn't be doing. Want to help me with this?
Sure.
Grab it. You're a nurse, you're a professional. What ends up happening? This stuff really inflames you. I mean, it's super uncomfortable. It's supposed to be a shock absorber, these discs, but they don't work that well if you've been unfortunately beating yourself up because you've been sitting all day long. So the treatment for this, go ahead.
Wait a minute. Before I reveal how to eliminate your pain permanently, you need to understand what's truly causing it. This isn't speculation, it's proven science that most doctors never discuss. Complementing what Dr. Oz mentioned, for decades, we've blamed joint and nerve pain on aging, overuse, or bad posture. Groundbreaking research from Harvard University has uncovered the real culprit: nerve compression-induced inflammation. Your body contains over 7 trillion nerves, and when they're compressed, whether by spinal misalignment, muscle tension, or metabolic toxins, they release destructive substances like cytokines and prostaglandins. These chemicals trigger swelling, muscle rigidity, and the debilitating pain you feel daily. Here's what makes this discovery so critical. Your pain isn't just localized damage, it's a systemic breakdown. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Neuropathy revealed that compressed nerves starve surrounding tissues of oxygen, creating a vicious cycle. Without proper blood flow due to a critical nutrient deficiency we'll discuss shortly, your discs, joints, and muscles degenerate faster. Worse, metabolic waste products like lactic acid and free radicals build up in your system. This toxic environment literally eats away at nerve tissue, turning temporary discomfort into chronic agony. You've likely tried conventional solutions, painkillers that mask symptoms while accelerating liver damage, or injections that weaken connective tissue. These approaches fail because they ignore the root cause. Now, pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you in the next few minutes. This is the key to unlocking the freedom you've been waiting for. Keep these 3 steps in your mind. Research conducted by Stanford University confirms that nerve regeneration requires 3 phases: detoxification, flushing acidic compounds, nutrient replenishment, restoring blood flow to damaged areas, and activating the body's innate repair mechanisms, a process centered in an organ rarely associated with pain relief. Every movement you make today, sitting down, standing up, even turning in bed, is silently destroying your spine. If you don't act now, these microtraumas will accumulate into a degenerative time bomb. Compressed nerves don't just cause unbearable pain, they trigger an irreversible chain reaction: chronic neuropathy, loss of sensation, muscle atrophy, crushed spinal discs, and a deadly dependence on opioids that destroys your liver. Worse, once your body reaches the stage of advanced degeneration, not even the most expensive surgeries can save you. The clock is ticking. Every moment of neglect speeds your journey toward a wheelchair. But here's the life-changing breakthrough. Harvard and National Institutes of Health researchers have discovered something surprisingly simple yet revolutionary. They've developed what's being called the 60-second friction ritual, combining 3 powerful elements: comfrey compress with cell-regenerating properties, the extraordinary pain-relieving power of Devil's Claw, both mentioned by Dr. Oz previously, and the revolutionary healing molecule known as the biological trigger, a natural compound produced by your own body with the ability to repair damage in joints and the spine. The most astonishing part? It requires just less than a minute of your day. What you're about to discover could completely transform your relationship with joint pain. People who had already lost hope after years of failed treatments, including surgeries, expensive medications, and endless therapies, have found lasting relief with this simple 60-second method. See how their lives have changed.
I always had some minor back pain, nothing that bad. I think the usual aches and pains that come with old age. My mother took ill, seriously ill, and I had to care for her. And it was during that time, whether it was from lifting her a lot, my back got really, really bad. Couldn't sleep through the night, had trouble going down the stairs, couldn't get my shoes on in the mornings. It's very depressing to just feel like you can't do what you're used to doing. And I'm a very active person, and it was difficult. It was at that point that I just knew I had to do something about it. But probably about the 4th day, the pain was just gone, and you have no idea how that feels, to be able to just wake up and move in bed and not feel pain. To be able to reach down and tie my shoe, which I couldn't do for I don't know how long. It was just a tremendous feeling. Since the pain's been gone, I feel terrific. I can't tell you what it's like to just, something that you're so accustomed to dealing with every minute of the day, it's just not there. I am so ecstatic to get my life back.
Last month alone, I spent more than $800 on painkillers and doctors, and it was all for nothing. Since I started using this, my joint pain is gone, my leg pain is gone, and my back pain is now just a very, very small nuisance. This is really something else, and I can't recommend it enough.
For years, I've suffered from arthritis in my hips, which gave me horrendous pain in my legs and knees. 3 weeks ago, my doctors put me in a wheelchair, and the only thing that worked was morphine. I almost went for a $34,000 hip replacement, but then by pure chance, I found out about this. And all I have to say is this stuff literally saved my life, my job, and my marriage. I have no more pain, and I can walk again. Thank you so much.
I've suffered from a horrible back pain every day since 2015. I was terrified to move, to bend, or to just even lift anything. After a visit to my doctor one day, she pulls me aside and tells me to try this new thing. Last week was the first day of being pain-free after 8 years. Now I can finally do my chores, lift laundry, and play with my nephews. And I'm not afraid of pain anymore because it's completely gone.
Before revealing how this revolutionary discovery came to you, I need to introduce myself. Hello, I'm Dr. Thomas Schmidt, a neurosurgeon specialized in spinal health and regenerative medicine, with a postgraduate degree from the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center and over 20 years of experience rebuilding lives through advanced neural decompression and biostimulation techniques. But my story doesn't begin in a doctor's office. It begins at the hospital bedside where I lost my mother at the age of 20, the victim of a failed hernia surgery. That day, I made a silent vow. I would dedicate my life to ensuring no one would suffer the way she did. I studied 16 hours a day, worked exhausting shifts, and became one of the pioneers in researching the connection between nerve fibers and blood flow, publishing studies that are now referenced at Harvard Medical School and Johns Hopkins University. But fate played a cruel joke. After years of caring for patients, I found myself plunged into the hell of chronic pain. Lumbar hernias, inflamed nerves, sleepless nights. Nothing I prescribed, not even my own techniques, brought real relief. I was exhausted. After years of battling my own pain and feeling frustrated by the lack of answers, not even in my own research, I knew I needed a break. My wife, seeing my suffering, insisted, "You need to stop. Let's take a trip, just the two of us, far away from hospitals and labs." That's how I found myself in a tiny fishing village in the south of Thailand. No Wi-Fi, no hospitals, no medical charts, just the sound of the ocean and the gentle sway of boats in the water. I went there to disconnect, to rest. But life had other plans. I'll never forget that day. There I was, me, Thomas Schmidt, a spine specialist with over 20 years of experience. A doctor who had spent his life helping others, but couldn't find relief from his own chronic back and joint pain. I felt exhausted, defeated, and desperate for answers. And what I discovered in that village shook everything I believed about medicine. You see, that hidden island held a powerful secret passed down for generations. In that tiny village, I saw 90-year-old fishermen standing tall, moving with ease. Their backs straighter than most of my 40-year-old patients. No pain, no surgeries, no pills. Their secret? A simple 60-second ritual they performed every morning. So simple, I almost laughed. They rubbed a warm aromatic paste onto their backs, knees, and shoulders, and within minutes, their faces softened, their bodies relaxed. It was like the pain just disappeared. Of course, I was skeptical. I had to try it for myself. An elder handed me a small clay jar and showed me the exact motion. I applied it to my lower back, and then it happened. A deep warmth spread through my spine like someone had flipped a switch and reset my entire back. And for the first time in years, I could bend, I could move, no sharp stabs, no tension, just relief. Right then, I knew real healing doesn't come from a pill bottle. It comes from within, from nature, from knowledge that modern medicine has forgotten. That day I bought 3 jars of that formula and packed them in my suitcase like precious gold. What I didn't know then was that this simple mixture would go on to revolutionize everything I thought I knew about pain, healing, and the human body. And today, after years of research and clinical testing, I'm finally here, ready to share this breakthrough with you. So pay close attention, because what you're about to hear isn't just my story. It could be your turning point. What follows is the key to reactivating a forgotten molecule that can rebuild your joints and switch off pain. Without surgery, without side effects, without false promises. Are you ready? Back in my lab in the US, I opened those small clay jars of Thai balm, determined to uncover the truth. Some of my colleagues laughed. A neurosurgeon believing in magic potions? They said. But I had felt it in my own body, and I was determined to understand the science behind that ancient remedy. During the first tests, our spectrometry analysis revealed something extraordinary. What I discovered in those ingredients sent shivers down my spine. A perfectly balanced synergy of natural compounds. Arnica and hemp seed oil triggered a cascade effect, expanding blood vessels and delivering 3 times more nutrients to damaged joints. Frankincense and aloe vera block the pain enzyme COX2 as effectively as ibuprofen, but without harming the liver. Ginger root and Epsom salt activated TRPV1 pain receptors, the same ones capsaicin targets to reset inflamed nerves. But the real breakthrough came later. When we analyzed blood samples from those who practiced the daily ritual, we found something truly astonishing. A powerful surge in levels of beta-NGF nerve growth factor beta, a molecule the human body almost stops producing after age 30. This molecule is the body's own healing signal. It has the power to regenerate tissues, rebuild cartilage, and silence pain signals in the brain. It's like an internal repair system that modern medicine has completely overlooked. And that's exactly what those Thai fishermen had kept active, all along. But there was one major challenge. The original formula lost its potency within 72 hours outside Thailand's tropical humidity. That's when my research team and I turned to the latest breakthroughs, including a groundbreaking 2022 study from Harvard Medical School, published in Nature, to find the missing link. Using cutting-edge technology, we developed a next-generation liposomal delivery system that uses shea butter as a bioactive carrier, forming a protective barrier that preserves potency in any climate, includes nano-encapsulated frankincense through a patented process, allowing for 7 times deeper skin penetration than conventional formulations. Then came the clinical trials, 847 patients, and the results, nothing short of extraordinary. Published in the Journal of Regenerative Medicine, the study showed a 94.3% reduction in pain within just 8 minutes, dramatic improvement in conditions once considered irreversible, including herniated discs, severe osteoarthritis, sciatic nerve compression, chronic, treatment-resistant tendinitis, degenerative joint diseases. But what truly shocked us? 0 side effects. And with deep scientific satisfaction, I finally turned to those same colleagues, the ones who once mocked me and said, "What you called magic is simply science rediscovering what nature perfected over thousands of years, now enhanced by modern technology." But what moved me most wasn't the data. It was the hundreds of messages I started receiving from around the world, from the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, even New Zealand, men and women aged 30 to 83, telling me how their lives had changed, sharing their stories, and thanking me, not for creating a miracle, but for helping them finally live without pain. I could finally sleep well through the night. At that moment, I knew we could no longer keep this a secret. And I didn't. In the end, I can say that I created a sophisticated yet highly effective protocol for eliminating and recovering from pain, one that anyone can use to combat not only back pain but also any kind of muscle or joint pain. I called it Balmerex Pro. Now even you can relieve pain as easily as flipping a switch. It has already transformed the lives of 77,383 people, and that number keeps growing. And I guarantee that you too will achieve the same spectacular results. I know you probably have a lot of questions, and that's perfectly natural. So allow me to clarify each one for you more clearly. You might be asking yourself, what exactly comes with Balmerex Pro? And why is it so different from anything I've ever tried before? When I decided to improve the original Thai formula, I knew it had to meet 3 non-negotiable promises. First, absolute quality. The ingredients in Balmerex Pro are of superior grade, far above anything you'd be able to find on your own. And the best part? No side effects, unlike common anti-inflammatories that silently destroy your liver over time. Second, It had to be easy to use, with fast application, gentle on all skin types, from the youngest to the most experienced. Third, it had to be more affordable than buying separate ingredients that don't even work together. Balmorix is a balm with a unique formula, based on the healing molecule discovered by Dr. Stanley nearly 70 years ago, now enhanced with a powerful synergy of over 27 ancestral herbs, rare essential oils, and 100% natural ingredients. Our balm penetrates deeply, reducing inflammation, deflating swollen areas, and accelerating the natural regeneration of skin and muscle tissue. All you need to do is apply it to the painful area with gentle circular motions and feel the almost instant relief, with no need to wait hours for results. You won't waste your time. And the best part? Only a small amount is enough. No need for prolonged massage, and it offers long-lasting relief so you don't have to keep reapplying. But want to know the most amazing part? Getting rid of pain is much simpler than it seems, as long as you treat the root cause, not just cover up the symptoms like the pharmaceutical industry has done for decades. A compound so powerful, it became a well-kept secret among politicians, celebrities, elite athletes, and millionaires who used to pay up to $700 a day for it. Its name? MSM, but I like to call it the healing molecule. A true natural gift from God with 5 immediate effects. Acts like ice on a hot stove, you apply it, and the pain disappears. Neutralizes the enzymes NF-κB and interleukin-6, which inflame your joints and cause chronic pain. Blocks pain directly at the nerve fibers, you simply don't feel it anymore. Fourth, it improves flexibility and reduces stiffness, especially in your lower back, knees, neck, and shoulders. And the most powerful part? It speeds up the regeneration of injured tissue, rebuilding muscles, tendons, and even worn-down cartilage. But hold on, MSM is just the beginning. To make sure it works for anyone, no matter your age, metabolism, or type of pain, we supercharge the formula with ingredients that amplify the results. Arnica oil, a natural anti-inflammatory used for over 300 years but forgotten by modern medicine. It boosts circulation, strengthens your spine, and it's perfect for people who sit for hours or carry extra weight. Ginger extract dramatically reduces knee pain caused by osteoarthritis and helps relieve symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis. Vitamin B3, essential for joint mobility and strength. Ideal for anyone who struggles to open a jar or brush their teeth without pain. All of this in one single bottle. Simple, director, effective. And the best part? You won't need to spend $700 a day, go through surgery, or rely on prescription meds. Balmorix Pro is in a league of its own, and yes, it really works. Now you're probably thinking, okay, how does it work? How do I use it? Let me explain. Picture this. Relief starts kicking in before you even finish applying it. That's exactly what Balmorix Pro delivers. When back pain stops you from getting up, when your knees creak with every step, or when your fingers lock up from the ache, just take a bit of this miracle balm and gently massage it into the area. In just minutes, you'll feel a comforting warmth take over. Sharp pain melts into deep relief, stiffness fades. And the swelling? It starts disappearing, but that's just the beginning. While it eases your pain on the surface, Balmorix Pro is working behind the scenes. Reishi mushrooms, the same ones ancient healers called the mushrooms of immortality, start boosting your body's natural defenses. Bromelain, from pineapple, goes after inflammation like a cellular peacekeeper. Epsom salt relaxes every tense muscle fiber. And GABA? GABA acts like the conductor of this whole orchestra of relief. Use it whenever you want, wherever it hurts. No complicated rules, just real results. In the morning, to start your day pain-free. At night, to sleep soundly. After work, to relax tired muscles. This isn't just another cream. It's nature's wisdom and modern science working together to give you your movement and your freedom back. And if you're like me, you probably don't want a greasy balm that doesn't absorb and stains your clothes. Well, guess what? Balmorix Pro has a non-greasy, fast-absorbing formula that locks in powerful healing herbs and oils without the sticky residue. That's thanks to sunflower oil, which absorbs easily into the skin and provides deep hydration and nourishment, and shea butter, packed with plant-based esters, vitamin A and vitamin E. These not only fight inflammation, but are amazing for your skin's health and longevity. Balmorix works fast. You'll feel that sweet relief right after applying. No more waiting hours to feel better. It won't stain your clothes or sheets, has a pleasant, long-lasting scent, and leaves zero oily mess behind. And here's something really important Balmorix was made for lasting relief. Even a small amount goes a long way, and you don't have to rub it in forever. That means more freedom you won't need to reapply it constantly. Oh, and if you have sensitive skin, this cream is perfect. Balmerex won't cause irritation or nasty side effects because it's made with all natural ingredients, plant extracts, essential oils, herbs, and zero harsh chemicals. And because it's so effective, Balmerex Pro lasts way longer than most creams or gels out there. In fact, Balmerex Pro isn't just a cream, it's a lifeline for anyone who's tired of suffering in silence. The next question you're probably asking yourself is, how much does Balmerex Pro cost and how can I get it? Well, before I answer that, I have an important question for you. Take a second and think about your pain. Imagine how your life would change if you didn't have to deal with it anymore. Now, how much would it be worth to you to be free from back pain or any kind of pain? Whatever number you're thinking of, forget it. You and I both know that taking action today and freeing yourself from the suffering, discomfort, and emotional toll of pain would be one of the best investments you could ever make. Don't make the same mistake I did. I spent thousands of dollars on muscle relaxers, anti-inflammatories, prescription meds, painful cortisone shots. I even tried hot yoga and endless chiropractic sessions, just to feel a bit of relief. And it was all for nothing. I wasted so much time and money. And for what? The pain always came back. Dark spots started forming on my back and things got worse by the day. I was just one step away from a $26,000 surgery and the real risk of ending up paralyzed for life. Look, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just being honest. Because the truth is, if you don't do something about it today, you might be stuck living with pain for the rest of your life. So let me ask you again, how much would you pay to completely get rid of pain and start doing that today? Well, if you remember, I used to pay almost $700 a day for this kind of treatment, and I was glad to do it because it was 40 times cheaper than the spine surgery I was trying to avoid. And many of our early test users, and over 57,000 customers, have told us they'd happily pay triple the price after seeing the results for themselves. Also, Balmerex Pro isn't some cheap $12 knockoff filled with toxic ingredients you find on Amazon. In fact, just the ingredients alone cost more than $997. But I'm not going to charge you anything close to that. And here's why. I made it my mission to help 1 million people break free from back pain, joint pain, knee pain, or any kind of pain within the next 12 months. And there's no way I'll reach that goal if I price this out of reach for most people. And most importantly, this is my way of honoring my late mother. Her legacy deserves to live on, and everyone deserves to benefit from something this revolutionary. End of story. So here's the deal. You're not going to pay $997 today. Not even $497. Here's the best offer. Gold package, 6 bottles, plus 2 special bonuses for just $49 each. Total, $294. With the gold package, you get more than half off, plus 2 exclusive guides. That's a huge savings. Silver package, 3 bottles, plus 2 bonuses for $59 each. Total, $177. Basic package, 1 bottle for $79 for anyone who just wants to test it out. Now, while we're doing everything we can to keep Balmerex in stock, we often sell out, and we can't always predict when the next batch will be ready. But if you're seeing this video, that means we still have some left in our warehouse. If you're truly ready to eliminate back pain, sciatica, joint pain, arthritis, chronic inflammation, spondylosis, or any nerve, muscle, or joint pain, I strongly recommend going with the Gold package. It's the preferred choice of over 97% of our thousands of happy customers. That gives you a full 6-month supply of Balmerex, helps you save more money, and ensures you won't run out while waiting for the next restock. Honestly, as this video spreads across the internet, it's likely that tens of thousands of people are watching and getting ready to place their orders right now. And before you grab your bottles, I should warn you, with inflation and rising costs, I can't promise we'll be able to offer this same discount for much longer. Of course, you should choose the package that best fits your current situation. Do what makes the most sense for you financially. Now, if you're feeling a little skeptical about whether this will work for you, I totally get it. That's why I'm offering a 100% risk-free 60-day money-back guarantee. If you don't feel a major improvement in your pain, if you don't feel the tension melt away, if your muscles aren't fully relaxed and your body relined, if you don't feel that youthful energy and flexibility returning, just send me an email to the address provided in the members area. I'll refund every single penny of your investment. No questions asked, no hard feelings. That's my ironclad promise to you. In fact, I'll give you a full refund even if the container is completely empty. No questions. Just let us know within 60 days. Why would I offer a guarantee like that? 2 big reasons. I've personally seen how powerful Balmerex Pro is, for me and for everyone who gave it a shot. That's why I'm so confident it will work for you. I want you to feel 100% safe and protected in your decision to try this starting today. I want you to enjoy the benefits of Balmerex with zero risk on your end. And if I need to take the risk so you can see the results for yourself, I'm more than happy to do that. Just pick the package you want below and get started today. But remember, Balmerex Pro at this price is only available right here on this page. And once it's gone, it's gone. This offer could end at any time. Demand is high and supplies are limited because we work in small batches to guarantee absolute purity and quality of every ingredient. And one more thing I have to warn you about. I've already received threatening emails from big pharmaceutical companies demanding I take this site down. They don't want you to know there's a simpler, more affordable solution to your pain. They'd rather you keep spending hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year on treatments that don't actually fix the problem. Honestly, I don't know how much longer I'll be able to keep this page online. If you leave now, there's no guarantee this offer will still be here when you come back. So here's my urgent advice. Act now, while you still have the chance. Click the Buy Now button below and get instant access to a fast, simple, clinically proven way to eliminate your pain, right from the comfort of your own home. Just imagine it. Taking a walk in the park with friends or family with zero pain or fatigue, doing yard work, cleaning the house, or enjoying your hobbies without discomfort or frustration. Finally, being able to bend down, stretch, and move freely. Feeling confident, strong, and pain-free. So go ahead, make your choice, and click the Buy Now button below to get started completely risk-free for 60 days. Pick your package and let's do this. Still here? No problem. For years, you were led to believe that your chronic pain came from aging, poor posture, or natural wear and tear. But recent research from Harvard and Stanford has uncovered the real root of your pain is inflammation caused by compressed nerves, a silent breakdown of your neuromuscular system. This inflammation sets off a chain reaction, loss of mobility, stiffness, and dependence on medications or surgeries. The good news? A nature-powered solution, Balmerex Pro Protocol, based on a traditional 60-second Thai ritual, now enhanced by cutting-edge biomedical technology. Its formula brings the body's most powerful natural repair agent, known as the healing molecule. This substance stimulates tissue regeneration, restores joint function, and shuts down pain receptors right at the source of the problem. And the results are truly remarkable. Reduction in pain and dramatic improvements in conditions once thought irreversible, like herniated discs, sciatica. Zero side effects with long-lasting relief. So just for a moment, imagine walking with ease, sleeping deeply, getting back to doing what you love without fear. You deserve that. But listen closely, Balmerex Pro only available for a limited time only, and because it's made with 100% natural ingredients, many of them imported, our stock runs out fast. Right now, only a few units remain in our special promotional batch. We don't know how much longer it will be available. This may be your only chance to break free from pain naturally, quickly, and safely. Balmerex Pro is completely risk-free for you. You have a 60-day guarantee. Even if you use the entire product and don't like it for any reason, we'll give you 100% of your money back. Order now using the link below before it's gone.